I'm Amy Cherry. Don't let the rain fool you. We're still under a burn ban, Mary Rose Hamilton reports.
Midweek rain didn't bring enough relief for Flagler County to remove its burn ban, which remains in effect until further notice. There are 29 small acreage fires burning in Flagler, Volusia, and St. Johns counties. During the month of May, Flagler County received 77 inches of rain in Marineland and 1.93 inches of rain at the Emergency Operations Center in Bunnell. Now, year-to-date, rain totals are between 8 and 12 inches of rain, depending on the location. Now, the burn ban prohibits the following: open burning, including the use of fire pits and containers, charcoal burning barbecue grills, including those at Flagler County parks and recreation facilities, throwing matches or cigarettes or other burning materials from car windows, parking vehicles with catalytic converters in high grassy areas. Now, the ban's going to remain in effect until further notice. For safety tips, you can head over to flaglercounty.org/firewise. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Mary Rose Hamilton.
This portion of WNZF Local News, a service of the Daytona Beach International Airport. Fly to the Big Apple in a New York minute on JetBlue from the Daytona Beach International Airport.
2 teens with a criminal history are arrested yet again in connection with a crime spree in Flagler County. Police handcuffed Tyrek Reed, a 16-year-old Buddy Taylor Middle School student, and Kendrick Morton on charges of grand theft auto. Police say the duo is also tied to 2 alleged vehicle burglaries and thefts. Police were able to use the OnStar GPS locating system on the stolen pickup truck to track the teens and eventually pull them over near Anderson and Court Streets. A total of 2 stolen vehicles were recovered this time, but Sheriff Rick Staley says Reed has been linked to at least 13 burglaries and auto thefts in the county. Police say they're also looking for a man from Espanola named Rick in connection with these crimes. While his name may not help you locate him, his blue mohawk likely stands out from the crowd. Police are asking you to keep your eyes open for that strange hairdo, saying he's a person of interest in the case. A Palm Coast man heads to a familiar place, Ben Smith explains.
8 months, 5 arrests for 35-year-old Anthony Eason. At latest check, he is back in the Flagler County Jail, held on $10,500 bond for allegedly pulling a handgun and threatening to shoot a 17-year-old neighbor. That neighbor accused Eason of breaking into his home across Port Echo Lane in Palm Coast. Witnesses corroborate the teenager's story that he and Eason got into a verbal argument before Eason pulled the weapon. Eason then hid under a bed when police arrived on scene. His previous arrests involved charges for domestic battery, obstruction, violating a restraining order, and resisting arrest. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Ben Smith.
It's beach season as summer is upon us, and we've been giving you ocean safety tips throughout the week here on WNZF. Today we have Scott Hammond, a lifeguard on Flagler Beach, and he's going to tell you what he's noticed around the pier since Hurricane Matthew.
The pier it's so dangerous because I've noticed both sides of the pier ever since the hurricane. There's a constant rip current. Some days it's stronger than others, but I think it's from the debris that fell off the pier. It's always pushing out, so it's just we've had multiple rescues going right towards the pier, so just stay as far away as you can from the pier, especially if you have little kids on boogie boards, and you can get sucked out so easily, and then you can get sucked under the pier, which is very dangerous. So
enjoy the beach this summer, and remember, always be safe. Rich Carroll, WNZF Local News.
Drowning is the leading cause of death among young children, and Flagler County wants to make sure you and your kids stay safe in the water this summer. They're hosting a free, family-friendly event Saturday from 9 a.m. until noon at Frida Zamba Pool in Palm Coast.
We're geared to children, infants to 9 years old, but we want the parents there as well. It's going to be a big, fun family event, and you can spend several hours there and have a good time.
That's Jim Caggiano with Flagler Emergency Services, who says water safety instructors will demonstrate life-saving techniques. They'll also promote safe practices for being out in the sun.
We are trying to prevent injuries as well as preventing drowning.
The Daytona Tortugas mascot Sheldon, Josh the Otter, and even the Chick-fil-A cow will be stopping by and likely getting wet. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.